Hey guys, how's it going? So, here we go. We got some news for Gundam Evo. And right before that, though, I wanted to point out this because I just did a video on GBO2. I'll be live right after this video goes up. So if you want to check out some gameplay, there's that. But also, Witch of Mercury, 10-2, 4 days. If you haven't seen the Gundam Info 15-minute like short video of this, kind of promoting it, that was insane. Amazing little mini episode kind of thing. Go watch that. If this show is anywhere near that quality, this is going to be an insane show. It's going to pop off. It's going to be crazy. Other than that, though, if you're not the show kind of fan and you're just here for the Evo stuff, let's go ahead and talk about Evo. I did talk about some of the Evo and stuff in the other video, but I'm going to keep it Evo here. But some cool stuff coming to GBO 2 if you are a fan of that game. So, Evo coin system. They don't have an expiration date. Whether it was part of an old system or whatever, and they just didn't update the page, cool. It doesn't, here it is. There, no expiration date. Cool. I mean, feels like they had that in mind though at some point. So I'm kind of like, red flags, red flags. Oh no. I mean, we already know about the free currency, which I'm probably going to rant about here later on in the video. But yeah, overall, good. There's no expiration date. Awesome. Moving on. So they decided to do some changes, which already went in actually. So in this post right here, I thought it was kind of weird that they lined up like this, but it already happened, and there's some stuff coming later. But so pretty much improvements to the ranked matchmaking and rating system. The mouse acceleration function applied to the game will be turned off. Thank goodness. The resolution for screen error, where it would turn white. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening after it found a match, or sorry, after the end of matching. Yeah, okay, so yeah, when it found a match. And optimizing of words, so hopefully you can actually say suit names without half the word being censored. Other than that, the ranked matches slash rating system and the server, we will take the following actions. Oh yeah, because of this, 10 supply tickets. So cool, you get to do 10 spins, which is kind of nice. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and look through the specifics. Removed the placement matches so that you start at Silver 4 for everybody and start climbing or falling from there. Mainly, the placement stuff is a little weird when games do it. Some systems have done it pretty well in the past, but with just 5 games, I don't know about that so much. Like in League, I say you're probably consistently where you're at if you're not moving in about 100 games. So 5 games, definitely not that crazy. Now, the thing is, this doesn't really apply to most people anytime soon, but if you're below 3,500 at the time of maintenance when the season ends, you'll be increased to 3,500 and restart there. For placement matches, regarding placement matches, they will come back at a later date with an adjusted algorithm, which, I don't know, I feel like the placement matches, they're going to have to do something a little bit different for that, but okay, we'll see. And then Season 2, silver players and below will maintain their rating. Oh, sorry, my bad. So, players with the ratings below 3,500 for this maintenance will be brought up to 3,500. So if you were in bronze, you'll be brought up to Silver 4. For Season 2, silver players and below will maintain whatever your rating you're at. All gold players will be sent to Gold 4, and all platinum and above will be sent to Platinum 4. This kind of reminds me of League of Legends, how they did their kind of like resets, their soft resets that they did. Same kind of thing. Once they put placement matches back in, hopefully you'll be able to scale up quicker from like Plat 4 to back to like Diamond or whatever. So there we go. I mean, that seemed to work pretty well for League. We'll see how it works if they bring back the placements in Season 2. But for now, that seems fine. No real complaints there. Increased amount of rating change per match. This one I'm kind of curious about because the main thing is, as far as this right here, since we're increasing the rate of change, we will also adjust how the scoring changes when 2 teams are vastly different overall ratings play each other. Now, the thing is, for me, I actually got, now this one, sadly, I wasn't recording at the time, but I was streaming to a friend, and so they can attest to this. I lost 30 points in a game. We were a team of mostly bronze. they were a team of mostly silvers. And we just duo queued, and yeah, bad luck on matching again. So far, the highest I've got for a gain is 19, and the most I've lost is 30. And now with one positive win, when I checked, I was down 40 points overall. So, and that was one positive win after placements, by the way. So this is like 4 losses and 5 wins post placements. So like 10 wins and 4 losses. I'm down 40 points. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of rip. So curious to see if it carries over, and that's what they're adjusting. Someone said that they might be. This is more for like the team of like, if somehow you have a team of golds versus a team of bronzes, then you don't get as many points. But I feel like this was also affecting the individual, and they say increasing the rate of change. So does that mean if you lose more, and if you win more? Because I'm hoping the win, I actually win more, because I'm just like, I'm falling right now. So personally, that's what I'm hoping that they're fixing, is the problem that I'm having. Obviously, some people want the kind of opposite to happen, and that's kind of what already is happening. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's happening to you. Which one? If you think you're gaining too much for, like snowballing off of bad teams that are definitely lower rank, or if it's, an issue of you're higher rank and you're getting placed with lower rank people, and also the enemy team is lower rank, and you're the only gold in a ton of bronzes. So, at some point though, it is one of those things where you can kind of solo carry a bit. So if you get to the point of 1v11, that's fine, but it is kind of awkward when you're kind of losing more than you're gaining, when the skill range is vastly different, where it's trying to find a middle ground for you compared to the rest of your team and then the enemy team, which that's kind of been the problem. And that's most of my games right now. I've only seen 2 other gold players, I think, the entire time that I played, maybe 3, and yeah, that's it. And I've been solo queuing, so kind of awkward there. Let me know if you've had a similar experience in the comments below. But yeah, there's my little rant on that one, and we'll see what the change actually is when I go live. Then the implementation schedule, there's nothing really new here. Here's something kind of interesting, the queuing stuff. So after looking at this chart, if you want to look at it, I'll try to link this post in the description if I can remember. If not, then you can go to the news section and just click on it. But main thing is there's pretty much showing that there is very low chance that you're going to get into a all solo queue versus a 6 team, and fair enough. There are some edge cases where it really sucks. When I was duoing, we felt in the first game specifically, there was 4 unranked players, and they seemed to be playing very well with 4 suits together. So either we were in this 4-2 with 2-2-1, 2-2-2-2. Sorry, that was 1 too many 2s, or the 3-2-1 situation here. And that's a decent amount of games if you add those up, that we could have been one of those. So if that was the case, that kind of sucks. But overall, yeah, I think for the most part, it seems here the main thing is it's pretty balanced as far as what it looks like here across the board, and they think so too, so they're not really changing anything. And here's just the numbers, so for people that are complaining, they can actually look at the numbers. Main thing here is I'm probably not going to be queuing 2 anymore. I'm probably going to do solo 3 out of 3, because there's a less disparity between like that, like you've got, or a bigger gap, so that you have a lot more games that are actually even or close to even if you add them up. And then there is full 6 teams, so that's probably going to be it. I'm probably going to do full 6 teams, maybe even 5-1, maybe even a 5-team type situation, maybe even 4, just kind of looking at it. So 4, 5, and 6, probably going to be doing that, but mainly 3 and 1 right now. 2 just feels like a trap. There's too many variables that you can get other random groups and whatnot, so probably not doing any 2 duos, but definitely probably going to do a triple queue, and then definitely 6, maybe some 4 and 5s, but that's going to be kind of the goal right now as far as what I'm playing. Other than that though, This is kind of interesting. If you were 3,000 elo below somebody in ranked, you couldn't queue with them in casual. I don't think that's actually in yet, but they're going to be implementing that, or actually taking out this feature or this function, so that way you can queue. Really, that should have just been a thing right out the gate. But yeah, there's that. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it. I think in ranked, though, they could even tighten it up a little bit, but I think in ranked it's fine. I think you need to have a limit to how far apart you can queue. But as far as casual, like, there shouldn't be any limit there. Like, a lot of times, if you're like a one trick, when you play casual, you're going to be playing other stuff. That's exactly what I do. So, overall, I think it's a good thing that they're getting rid of that, and hopefully they keep it gone, especially for casual. Other than that, though, the one thing I wanted to talk about is my complaint. So, I just put out a Twitter post. If I actually decide to edit this video at all, it'll be on screen right here. If not, you can go to my Twitter. That'll definitely be in the description below. And yeah, I just, pointed out the coin thing and then kind of complained about the payment stuff in general, because the coin stuff is what you buy. And overall, the game's really not a free-to-play game. It's free basic play is what it says here. The problem is there's not a set amount of money you can essentially buy the game for. And right now there's 5 suits out. With the current rate of capital gain, that's 6 suits at best in a year. So, there's some hopium, maybe some copium in there, that they're going to do something to kind of fix this. Hopefully they do. But right now, I can't really recommend the game as a competitive game to people. The game is fun. I am enjoying it as far as like the gameplay part of it. But as far as the monetization and stuff, it's not a competitive game. It's not an esport. You have to be able to compete. You have to be able to have access to everything so that you're on equal footing for a game to be competitive. And having to spend $100 on a game, if we get another 5 suits, that's $100. Even at the lowest, if you bought the packs that they have out currently, if they do it again, that's about $80 if they do another set of 5 suits. So, I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with more than just 10 suits in, the span of like a year or two. I'm just saying. So, if, they're going to do something like that, they need to come out with a pack to where you can just buy the game for $50 or whatever, just throwing out a number, and then you get suits from the beginning to forever when the game dies. And if they do that, cool. If they don't, they need to then put in a way to farm something, because I would love to farm the unicorn and then buy the battle pass, because I like the unicorn skin that's currently in the battle pass. But guess what? I don't have a unicorn. And while the unicorn is good for very team play specifically, as far as solo queue, I don't know if that's exactly the best. And actually kind of looking at some other stuff, and yeah, I think, who knows, maybe I'm going Exia next, right? Even though I want the unicorn so bad, I might go Exia if I'm going to go for the win in the rank. And that's a choice that shouldn't be a thing that I'm making at all. Now the choice for me to make that would be if there was an option to actually buy the game, because then that's fine, right? That's kind of the what's a good example? The what's that game? Rainbow Six Siege. It's kind of that model, sort of, right? You can essentially buy the game and get stuff, or you can go in and you can farm everything up. Now, the thing is, it does take a while to farm up if you do the kind of mostly free option. But as far as all the DLC and stuff, I'm able to farm characters in that when I was playing it pretty well, and I didn't get the DLC. So, overall, they need to do something here, because I would say Siege, competitive. Sort of the same model here, but it's just missing the Siege step that made Siege good. So there is hope. Other games have done it. Hopefully they actually see this, because this is definitely a game killer. If you can't progress and actually feel like you're not getting behind with getting suits, then yeah, the game's gonna just start falling apart. Putting all the other issues aside with the servers and people complaining about DCs. So yeah, assuming the DCs are fixed, I'm assuming those are going to be fixed, because that's a huge fire. But something that's kind of creeping up on them that'll be a game killer is definitely on the side of their monetization scheme that they've got going. But anyway, that's my main complaint right now. Yeah, probably could complain a little bit more, or talk about some other stuff. Might do a suit tier list, just because that seems to be the thing to do right now. Also, if I can get some time, I might come out with a couple of guides, specifically with my main suit that I'm climbing with right now, and the one that I'm going to be focusing on, the gun tank. I think that's going to be fun. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll try to come up with some kind of guide for that. And yeah, guys, usual stuff in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, like, comment, subscribe. Also TikTok and Instagram if I can finally remember to put that in my descriptions. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below anything and everything you think about what was talked about in this video. But have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace!